You are on the air with Jason Lauren Clintz here as well. Time to talk footy, and what a match. Blues against Geelong on the weekend.
Harry, it's been great for Harry the footballer, but what a day for Harry the human being.
Big fly, Harry McKay.
And all the people say he's pretty fly. Harry McKay.
Harry McKay's in the house.
How you
Good
going, guys?
morning.
Good morning.
How are we all?
We're good, mate. We're good.
What a win.
Yeah.
Was a very good win. Yeah.
What a game.
You had a ripper, mate. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, it was good fun. It was,
Have you got a black eye?
Oh, it's more purple now, I reckon. It's slowly going away. But yeah, I've got a couple of weeks ago in Gather Round, had a bit of a head clash.
So
the other guy,
there was a bit of a secret that you carried into this game. You had 4 facial fractures.
Yeah, you could say 5, 6.
Really?
You can add another one every week if you want. But yeah, so as I said, had a bit of a head clash and unfortunately there's a few fractures there. But you can't do much about it. So
What, in your cheekbone?
yeah, cheekbone, the orbit bone, I don't know.
All around your eye?
Yeah.
So I thought you just had fillers.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, first things first, I just wanted to check in because, look, at the start of the season, we said, look, Harry's going to be joining us on the show all the time. And then sort of you disappeared for a while and you came out and said, you know, you were battling with some mental health stuff.
Yeah.
We just wanted to check how you're doing.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm going really well.
Good.
Obviously, yeah, a little bit of an indifferent couple of months, but yeah, in a really good space now, and the love and support has been, really profound. So really lucky to be in a good place and back playing footy, and obviously never ideal to go through, but really appreciative and grateful to be back in a nice place. And sometimes there's footy and sometimes there's life, and I think through this all, prioritising your health and well-being kind of is the main thing, which is, it's really nice to be in a good spot.
I think it's so awesome when people, and in particular men, because men don't talk about it as much, put their hand up and say, I actually need some time out. I need to take... Jace, you're really open about this stuff as well.
You've sort of pushed me over the years, to be honest. You've reminded me that, hey, at the end of the day, this is a job.
Yes, and there's a whole world and a whole life out there. So well done to you, because
Thank you.
I think you probably have helped so many other people take a step back when they need to take some time off and go, this is a priority and this is what's important.
Yeah, and I think part of the reason why, obviously it's quite personal what you go through, and that's always your own story, but as someone that's lucky enough to have a bit of a platform and be somewhat in the public eye, to be able to share what you're going through, and to, we said, me and my twin brother, we spoke about it on our podcast, and we thought if it could help one person, then we'll be really happy, and hopefully it has. Yeah,
it is personal. That's the other thing. Like, you're a footballer, you're in the public eye. We all know you. People love you, and people want to know so much about you. But that must be hard as well, because it is deeply personal, and there are some things you shouldn't have to talk about, right?
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of what we do is so many people love what you do and want to know everything that's going on, and it always comes from a great place. But as you said, sometimes there's things that are personal and for you and your family to work through. But as I said, it's always from a place of care, and they always want the best.
How was the chat with the team when you said, hey, I need some time out?
Yeah, it was really great, and
because that wouldn't have been easy.
No, I think it's never easy to say put your hand up and you need help. But our football club's so good at supporting each other and caring, and whenever someone's going through something, their ability to wrap their arms around that person and help. And this situation was no different. Everyone was so beautiful, and
good.
Good.
Also, the amount of people that kind of resonate or have a shared experience after that and come up and chat through it is
Can be
really
quite
special as well.
overwhelming
So it was really great.
So, Harry, then comes the comeback, and I felt really good myself watching you play great footy at the weekend. Tell us what that feeling is like for you, especially in front of the Carlton faithful, when, we know the Blues, the Blue Baggers, when they're up and about, they love and support their own, right? What having been through what you have gone through at the start of this year, what did that feel like?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was, as you said, the Carlton supporters, they're so passionate. So the amount of energy they create, especially at the MCG, is amazing. And to be able to be honest, just to be out there playing footy with my mates and in front of a home crowd, and it was just so fun. And definitely felt the love, and it was so fun to be out there at the MCG.
The footy felt fun.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Which is, I think sometimes as you get older, it's obviously there's a lot of things that come with playing footy, but we start because we love it as a kid, and we do it because it was so fun, and definitely Sunday was a reminder of that, and it was a great afternoon.
Now after a win, the Bullybaggers run with this and say they've got
premiership
the cup.
favourites.
Yeah,
Oh, 3 in a row. Like, honestly.
No, we'll keep a lid on
Well,
it. Don't
especially
worry.
when Harry's clunking them and kicking them from everywhere.
You might be keeping a lid on it, Harry, but let me tell you, my Carlton supporting friends have gone feral having won 3 in a row.
Yeah, we're back. We've got it.
But how much confidence do you get from a win over a premiership favourite like Geelong? Because they were going to that match, they've been playing some hot footy as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think obviously the 2 weeks before that we had a solid couple of wins, but we were really keen to come up against a team who was, I think they were sitting second or third on the ladder, and we felt like we'd probably turn the corner in terms of how we're playing, and some of the key things that we look for in our game were in really strong positions. So we were keen to, challenge that against one of the best sides and to be able to, come on top and win. It's been a really strong 3 weeks. So.
Similar
vibe down in Melbourne, Clinton.
Well, they've won 2 in a row, the D's, so they're going along okay.
Not a similar vibe with my mighty Tigers.
Well, I wasn't going to.
No.
Well, the Tigers have won 2.
We have, just not 2 in a row for quite some time.
2 is 2, Loz, so.
Take the
We'll
win.
take 2.
Need a rest.
We'll
take the
take
win.
2.
Hey, Harry McKay from the Mighty Blues is on the air with us this morning. Hey, Harry, it's not just us that were very happy you were back. You've got a lot of mini fans out there.
Hi, Harry. I'm so happy that you're playing for Carlton again.
Hi, Harry. It was awesome to see you out there on the weekend. We really missed you.
Hi, Harry. Good having you back playing for Carlton. Go Blues. Hi, Harry. It was great seeing you at the MC sheet.
MCG.
So, look, coming up, we've got some hard-hitting questions from mini journalists.
Some of your littlest fans. Are you ready for the hard
nice
questions?
is that?
I'm looking forward to that. Was beautiful.
Made me
though.
smile.
That was good.
So cute.
Harry McKay on the air with us this morning from the Mighty Blues. Just gone 8:24. Hard-hitting questions. Some little journos next.
Big fly, Harry McKay.
And all the people say he's pretty fly. Harry McKay.
We should get you that audio for them to
can
play
you
at the
actually
G
send that through?
when you get a goal.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You know what I did love when we were over in Adelaide for Gather Round? Was it Adelaide or Port Adelaide, Clint? That when their players kicked a goal, they got a song. They got their own song.
Yeah, a lot of the clubs do that. Yeah, a lot of them. The Brisbane Lions sort of started it, and a lot of the clubs are doing it now.
What song would you have when you kicked a goal?
We'll give you that.
That would be great. That'd be the first choice. Maybe a bit of Taylor Swift, I reckon.
Taylor Swift. Did you
Oh.
go when she was here?
I actually didn't go.
Oh, man.
I went a few years ago, but I didn't get a
Didn't
ticket
go to
the
this one.
Eras
I can
tour.
see you at the 1989 tour.
I'd be,
It actually was. Yeah.
I would be
God, it's-
filthy if I was sitting behind you.
Yeah, I know.
So tall.
Hey,
It would be annoying.
Harry, before we get to these questions from some young Blues, I want to ask you a question about the handsome roosters at the Carlton Footy Club, because there are a few, right? Including the coach. Now, someone in this room has
The horn.
for Vossi, and it's not Jace or I.
Okay.
It's Lauren.
Yeah.
Do you find Vossi a handsome man?
Sure. Yeah.
Lauren,
Well put together. He keeps himself in, couldn't he?
tell us about Vossi.
I just think he's got some kind of like
An aura?
He's got an aura. He definitely has
He
an aura. about him,
does.
Vossi. Yeah.
And he's just calm and he's nice and he's got, I don't mind a bit of ginger.
Okay. Do you want me to pass that feedback on?
I think they did when he was in
Okay.
here. He came in and I went bright red.
Yeah.
I went
Never
Nova
coming
red.
again. Hey, there was a lot of talk about Vossi's head being on the chopping block if you guys didn't get a win.
It's ruthless coaching.
Yeah, that's in the media. Do you guys address that at the club, in the dressing rooms?
Not really, to be honest. I think there's so much said in the footy industry, and a lot of the time it's just focusing on what's inside the four walls and the things you can control. In a win-loss industry, the narratives change most weeks. So if you kind of buy into the highs and lows of that, you get into a bit of trouble. So,
But as a player, do you think he's responsible if you guys didn't start winning?
Everyone plays a role, but a lot of the time, I think the coaches unfairly get criticism because we're the ones out there, kicking, marking, and executing. And at the end of the day, it's majority of it's on the players. But everyone has a role to play.
He's the man to take you to the promised land, surely.
Absolutely, yeah. Vossi's the man. He's great. So we love Vossi.
We love Vossi.
You love Vossi.
We love
a lot.
Vossi. But you're right. I mean, you can't read everything. If football players read everything that was in the media about their teams, their coaches, their players, you'd go insane.
Yeah, all right.
Which is why we have engaged some of Melbourne's hardest hitting, most invested journalists to ask you some very serious footy questions.
When you guys finally put TJ in the freezer up at 9, you should roll these kids out.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, these are better questions than I've ever asked a footy player.
Here we go.
How many games have you played for Carlton and how many have you won?
Oh, great question.
Do you keep a track?
I think I'm 130-ish games. Don't know how many wins. I'd love to know, though.
Let me do a live
Oh, there'll be
Google.
there'll be a statistician out there
What are you doing,
that
Clint?
knows all
A
the
live Google, Joe.
Google me.
Live Google.
Can you actually Google how many
You can.
Yeah.
So
games?
you've played 131 games.
There you go.
You
That was a
played
good
in
guess.
55 wins, 1 draw, and 75 losses.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't need to highlight the losses. That was
Well, no,
unnecessary,
it's-
Clint.
Early days
Sorry,
when we were-
you've got a win percentage of 42.37.
So my twin brother, Ben, he played at North Melbourne for lots of years, and at one stage there, I think he was in the top 5 lowest winning percentage of all time.
He's now at the
So-
Bombers, Benny.
Yeah, he's won a few
You
more
didn't
now,
know they
but-
were twins,
Gee, no.
Lauren.
Sure, he
No,
loves
I
you
didn't.
bringing that up.
My
Do you want me to-
grandmother's
sorry,
a
Ben,
twin.
if he's listening.
Here you go.
So I love twins.
I've got his win percentage.
Okay.
It's you've got him covered. He's sitting on 23%.
Oh.
But 2 years ago it would have been
A little bit
A
lower.
bit
Yeah,
lower, when
quite
he
a
was
bit
at
lower.
Noah.
The move helped. All right, next question.
How many people got hurt in the Geelong Carlton game?
how many people got hurt.
Any injuries?
Not sure. I think we had a couple, but don't actually know yet. We go into the club today, so usually you get all the goss of what happened
Oh.
when
Right.
you go in. But
Tuesday's the day you get all the
Tuesdays,
dirt.
yeah.
The wash up.
the wash
Tell you
up.
who's playing great footy, George Hewitt.
Georgie, yeah,
like
absolutely.
what a man.
He's the best. Yeah, we love Georgie. You won't meet a more humble,
Quite underrated.
down to earth person, and works so hard in his game. And
He's a bit of a rooster as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
He's got
do a
a
live
plan, Georgie.
Google then.
Was he the redhead variety?
He's not a Vossi. But he's,
Yeah, well, it's not Lawrence Camp then. All right, next one.
Hi, Harry. It's awesome to have you back and playing again. How did it feel to go run out there and hear all the crowd cheering for you?
Great question. Yeah, it was so fantastic. As we said before, the Carlton fans are the best, and especially at the G, so loud, and the amount of energy that was created, and everyone was smiling, so it was really good fun.
My Instagram was full of the countdown to the final siren and the blue
Oh,
baggers
yeah.
singing the song.
How do you go on the smaller fields? You can hear the crowd, what they're saying, can't you?
Yeah,
Like a sledge?
you can hear the odd thing, but because on most AFL grounds, because there's so much noise and there's often 30 to 100,000 people,
Yeah.
that's all a bit of a blur. But especially early days when you were younger playing VFL, you could hear
Oh,
because there
yeah.
was 500
Yeah.
people there. You could hear every individual
Everything.
sledge. So that's kind of funny.
All right.
Well, finally, we asked little Jamila, who's a big fan of the Blues. I said, do you have any serious footy questions to ask Harry when he comes in? And she said, I do. So brace yourself for this hard-hitting footy question.
Harry, do you have any pets?
Great question. I do have a pet. His name is Bunny, and he's a toy
Bunny?
cavoodle dog. Yeah.
Bunny.
You look like a cavoodle guy.
Is that
a
a compliment
toy
or a-
cavoodle?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Isn't a toy cavoodle like
He's very small.
tiny?
Big man,
Yeah.
little
Big
dog.
man, little dog.
Yeah, so he
Big
makes
man,
you look
little
even
dog.
taller.
How old's Bunny?
He's nearly 2. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And is it a walking style dog, or do you sort of carry him in a baby Bjorn?
No, he's always walking clean.
Okay.
Make
I
sure
can
of
see you with a dog stroller.
that. Not
Can you
yet.
bring Bunny in next time you come in?
Yeah, I can bring Bunny in. Yeah,
Please
yeah.
bring Bunny. I'd like to
He's
meet
due
him.
for a haircut. He's about to get groomed, so maybe next week.
He'll have a perfect
Yeah,
haircut
I'll be
then
ready
when he
for it.
comes in.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks to the little kids who helped us out this morning, Arlo,
Yeah, thanks,
Marcel,
guys.
and Jamila as well.
And big shout out to you, Harry, as well. Thank you for being so open and for the conversation that you've opened as well. It's hats off to you, mate.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Adelaide Oval this weekend. Blues take on Adelaide, mate. Good luck. We'll chat soon.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good week.
Harry McKay joining us on the air at Nova.
Jason Lauren.
Jason Lauren. Wake up feeling good. Follow them on the socials.